It's a travesty. Where do I begin? The ways in which I have behaved, I'm glad no one was keeping track of me. Like a tambourine driven by the beat, I forgot what time it was. I wish someone were looking out for me. Some of you may think that I regret some of my doings. I'd do it all again if I had the chance, just like Lazenby. Can I do it over? Don't I get a second try? Every time I messed up my lines and stumbled just like Lazenby. Like the swirling sun, I haven't burned out.
We are currently in Little Italy, and we're at, where are we? Pisano?
Pisano, yeah.
Pisano
of Mulberry Street.
Yes. And the Sondre Lerche show was last night, and it was Morgan's first time seeing him. It was my fourth time. And so I want to get your opinion first, because I'm biased as fuck, so it doesn't matter.
He sang like a fucking angel. I'm sorry, is this PG?
No, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, no, his voice did things that mine doesn't. It was beautiful. He sang like an angel, and his music was, I loved his lyrics. He was good on the guitar when he wasn't tuning it. But it was cute. It was really cute. It was a very charming, very intimate show.
Yeah. There was...
It was a night of solo pleasure.
He did some songs I was not expecting him to do. I'm trying to think of like the songs that I end up grabbing your leg on.
Oh, okay.
It was he did Minor Detail.
Minor Detail, yeah, that was a good one. He like acapella'd some Elvis Costello song.
Yeah, it's Human
and
Hands.
just like climbed in the audience and like strangled somebody with the microphone cord.
Sondre nearly killed someone last night. But they were gonna die with the biggest smile on their face. Like there was no one mad.
I think she was into it.
Yeah, she was totally into it.
Yeah.
she probably had like a kink or something for it. I'm trying to think of like the other surprise that was there.
He referenced Khalees.
He did.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. He said he was like tuning his guitar and he's like, I can teach you, but I'd have to charge. And like nobody else caught it, and I was like, what? Milkshakes.
It's when he was like asking for song requests, I yelled out, "She's fantastic," and he gave me a look like, no. And he actually said, no, I don't remember it. Which I kind of figured was going to be the case, but that's one of my favorite songs, and I had to fucking try.
Yeah, so, I mean,
and I never yell out the songs that I want him to sing. Like whenever we get to that section of the show, like I never yell out what I want, because there's always someone that beats me to it.
Yeah.
And then like,
but we were like front row, we weren't front row or second row, but we're like center, like right,
super center. Oh yeah, so I actually recorded a short video of him playing like Lazenby, which is.
That was nice too. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs by him. And I've actually...
He also suggested us a documentary on Lazenby on, I think it was Hulu?
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu.
So,
there's a documentary of Lazenby on there.
Yes.
He said it goes right along with the song.
So I think my favorite moment was just the entire fucking show. It was it was great. It was
fun. It was very intimate. He was very charming. Like he came out, didn't say anything but started a song, and then slowly like warmed up with the audience. Like it was a lot of like warming up, getting comfortable, getting groovy. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah. When I go see a lot of bands, they're like, you know, they ask like a lot of rhetorical stuff, like, how you feeling? How you doing out there?
Woo!
You know,
good night, New York.
Yeah. But he's like, he has a conversation. Like you feel like you're like sitting in his very large living room and just, you know, watching
with smoke machines and lighting.
Yeah.
The smoke machines were a nice touch though. It was really moody.
Yeah. I guess there were smoke machines, weren't there?
Yeah, there was definitely smoke machines.
Yeah, it was very stripped down, but there was still some bells and whistles. Like,
it sort of felt like a 1920s sort of like jazzy performance. And also the venue was very like moody and nice.
Right, and it probably helps too that Sondre kind of sounds like he's from another era.
Yeah,
you know, so it kind of felt like, you know, we were sitting in like a club in the 1940s or something.
Nice little speakeasy.
Yeah. Except everyone
Being serenaded.
had cell phones.
Oh yeah. Somebody's cell phone went off during one of those fucking songs. I was so pissed.
Yeah. Oh my god. It was sentimentalist.
Oh
I remember like being really emotional about it, and then like someone's fucking like iPhone chimed.
We kept hearing cricket noises, and it sounded like, you know, on your phone when you get like a text message, you know, crickets.
Is that a song request for crickets?
Yes.
That's about it.
But it turned out it was just some drunk dude who just kept making cricket noises the whole time.
Yeah.
And then so then he wouldn't like leave Sondre alone at the end. Super drunk.
You know, I think he dealt with it really well, because even at the end of the show, like he brought the guy up and was talking
like,
to
did
him.
the cricket noise.
Yeah, like did the cricket noise. But it turned out that guy was super drunk.
Super drunk. Him and his daughter.
Yeah.
Super drunk.
And like
they had a friend corralling them. It was just so embarrassed. She was like, I'm sorry. They're really drunk right now. Like, we're like, it's fine.
It happens. And I got to give Sondre the candles. And he seemed like he took out one of them and smelled them, and he seemed like he really liked it.
He was surprised. He probably doesn't get a ton of gifts, and like, you know, that was it was a nice gift. It was a personal gift.
I thought he did look a little surprised. I was like, don't
he
people
definitely
give you
looked
things
surprised.
all the time?
Yeah, and who doesn't like candles?
So last night was my fourth time like actually going up to him and like getting a picture and talking to him. And again, I totally like just forgot all vocabulary. Just like vocabulary just left me immediately.
Your show is good.
Yeah, I like you a lot. That's why I came to New York.
Pretty eyes, hair just flops.
I know. It's just
hair
floppy.
was magnificent.
Yeah.
He just like whoosh it back and then just flop over and then just play the guitar. Like, I was just like, oh God, stop it. Stop seducing this whole crowd.
Like you're dropping the panties of everyone here. Like,
he played this one song. He's like, he didn't think it was really appropriate for a wedding, but one of his friends was there and had walked down the aisle to that song. So that was really sweet.
Yeah, it was Modern Nature.
Yeah.
And I called it like before it actually happened. I leaned over to Morgan like before he started, and I was like, the second verse, like no one remembers the fucking words.
Yeah, everybody was singing along, and I was just like, am I in a Catholic church right now? Like, everybody knew like the parts that he wasn't singing, like they're like a backup choir or chorus parts, and like so the whole audience was like just harmonizing together, and I was like looking around like, yeah, I get it.
Oh well, Modern Nature is actually a duet.
That's what that makes sense. Yeah,
and it's him and a girl singing, so like the audience was singing all the girls' parts. For whatever reason, like around the second verse, during the girls' like sort of callbacks, or not callbacks, but like her response, like no one remembers what it is, and I don't know what it is about the song or the structure or the lyrics or what it is, but like people are in it until like that second verse, and then all the girls' responses are like it just got really quiet, like. It happens in every show I went to. That's why I was able to lean over and be like,
nobody remembers the second verse. Watch all these losers screw up.
I've heard that song like 30 million times, and I sing it every time I listen to it, and I feel like I could sing it like with no music, no lyrics, but as soon as I'm at a show, I fall right into that trap of like forgetting the second verse. Overall, it was awesome, and I'm really happy you had a good time.
He's really, really sweet. We met him afterwards, and he's a real, real sweet guy. Remembered Amanda.
Yes.
And
yes, he actually he hugged me like immediately when he saw me, so that was pretty nice. I tweeted at him that I was coming to the show and to save a hug for me.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, you came from Savannah, right?" Like, yeah, it was just like, it's great. It's nice.
Yeah, it was.
He's
cool.
a very down to earth guy, and he has a voice of a freaking angel.
Yeah,
It's just like there's the microphone. He's like not singing at it. It all sounds great. It's just like
his voice like doesn't make sense. Like
it just like flows.
Yeah.
Like magic just flows out of his mouth. Like
magic floats.
it's good.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's amazing. And this whole trip was worth it to hang out with you, and to introduce you to Sondre and get you as addicted to me as me. So, all right,
We're gonna eat our pasta.
yes, pasta.